I'm sorry. But I guess you guys are all thinking that, oh, he did the right thing. He put his mom on the policy. If that man would have known that people would have been trying to take his life 3 months later, I don't think he would have put anybody on that policy. Somebody wanted that young man's life. Someone envied that young man. And for the person to remove and steal his money out of his bank account and turn around and have the nerve to give it to somebody, pathetic. And that also goes to the person who received it. Pathetic. Why would the mom still be okay with accepting the money? Why would Dro not be here anymore after a loving vacation that was supposed to take place between him and Lulu? Him and his girlfriend. So him and his girlfriend, they're having a vacation, and Dro don't make it. Something's not strange. Yeah. So they're saying that there's some type of fraud going on in reference to the mom. That there's some type of corruption going on between the mom and the sister, and then maybe somehow it affected Dro somehow. We don't know that part.
A great grandson. You see this lady over here? That's Mon Charlotte. Mon Charlotte is in the building. And when I tell you, not only that, we come to take a stand for our loved one. We David Strong. That's all we know to be. When I tell you he's up there shining like never before, nephew, God is getting the glory in this. God allow your light to shine beyond getting pushed away, saying it was an accident, case closed. It ain't closed now. God ain't silencing us now. We going harder. We going full force. My brother, what y'all think that happened? It's not okay to say, keep it quiet. It's disrespectful. Not when he lived his life as an open book. Not when he was out there on YouTube before they took down the channel and all these different platforms, when he built up people in that truck, giving motivation to people all over the world, telling dads it's never too late to go take care of your child. Make it right.
The quest for justice for Tyrone Davis Jr. is now a story about following the money. $250,000 vanished from a bank account he shared with his aunt. And now, the story takes its most controversial turn yet. The internet is exploding over allegations that Tyrone Davis Jr.'s own mother, Renee, accepted a portion of that stolen money. We're not just talking about the $250,000 from the joint account. New reports allege she also accessed and closed his YouTube channel, pocketing an additional $20,000 that belonged to him. While his two children have seen nothing, the money was allegedly split 50-50 between the girlfriend and the mother. The family that raised Tyrone says they were excluded from his obituary. And the question on everyone's lips is no longer just what happened under that bridge, but how deep does this betrayal go? This is an update on a case where grief, greed, and justice are on a violent collision course. To understand every shocking layer of this financial and emotional betrayal, you need to watch this entire update. And to make sure you never miss a development, subscribe to True Crime Unravelled and hit the notification bell right now. To appreciate this new firestorm, we must revisit the foundation. Tyrone Davis Jr. was found with catastrophic head trauma on Archer Road in Gainesville. The official narrative, based on his girlfriend Lulu's account, settled on him jumping from a moving vehicle. But that never aligned with the first 911 calls reporting a sedan versus pedestrian, or with the testimony of the first witnesses, who described a scene that felt staged. Since his death, the flow of information hasn't stopped. It has shifted from the mystery of the incident itself to the actions taken in its shadow. The revelation that Lulu allegedly drained the $250,000 joint account shared by Tyrone and his aunt, Natasha Davis, was the first major quake. It shifted suspicion from a potential tragic accident to possible premeditation or, at the very least, callous exploitation. But the aftershocks were just beginning. The focus has now laser-targeted Tyrone's mother, Renee. According to sources like blogger Nina Johnson and others close to the family, the story goes far beyond the initial $250,000. The allegations are stark. First, that Renee accepted a 50% share $125,000 of the money Lulu took from the Tyrone Natasha joint account. This is money she had no legal right to, as the account's other living owner, Aunt Natasha, was never consulted. Second, it's alleged that Renee accessed and shut down Tyrone's YouTube channel, which reportedly contained about $20,000 in revenue. This, too, is money that would logically be part of his estate, destined for his children. Third, and perhaps most symbolically hurtful to the Davis family, is the claim that Renee excluded them from Tyrone's published obituary. This is the family that took him in at 10 months old and raised him. To be written out of his final public remembrance has been viewed as a profound and deliberate insult, a final erasure of their role in his life. The internet reaction has been fierce and divided. Some defend Renee, arguing she is a grieving mother entitled to her son's assets. But a massive wave of outrage condemns her. The prevailing sentiment asks, what kind of mother accepts stolen money from the woman who is the last person with her son? Why take $125,000 while her grandchildren, Tyrone's children, have reportedly received nothing from her? As commentator Nina Johnson put it bluntly in her live video, I want the mama in jail. Something ain't right with that lady. People aren't just calling it greed, they're calling it complicity. The theory circulating is that Lulu and Renee had a shady deal. The money was the hush money, the payoff for silence, or even worse, the profit split from a sinister plan. As one online voice deduced, trace the money. The truth might come out.
Him and his girlfriend. So him and his girlfriend, they're having a vacation, and Dro don't make it. Something's not strange. Yeah. So they're saying that there's some type of fraud going on in reference to the mom. That there's some type of corruption going on between the mom and the sister, and then maybe somehow it affected Dro somehow. We don't know that part. What we do need to know and what we don't need to forget is something's up with that mom. She's committing crimes. She's committing crimes. She's affiliated with crimes. No one had the authority to touch that money when Dro was no longer here. The fact that the girlfriend actually snatched it out without authorization. Let's say the money was in some type of situation, an agreement that they all made. Let's say that. Let's say Dro mom, and this is hypothetical, okay? We're not saying that this is factually true. We're just hypothetically. What if Dro's mom, Lulu, and Dro have an agreement about something? Okay. Let's say people is dibbling and dabbling and stuff that they don't got no business. Let's say that maybe Dro's the only person that can help them. Who knows? Don't know. But what made Lulu give the mom 50% of money that she wasn't supposed to remove from an account unless she felt like she was just entitled to do it? The insurance policies, I'm not hearing enough about them. But what I will say is this. Rumors and two different things have been told to me by two different. Some people are saying that the mother paid for the funeral. Well, I be damned. If the girlfriend gave you $125,000, the least you could do was pay for the funeral, right? But they're saying, the other side is saying that that the insurance that Dro had for himself is what paid for the funeral. So somebody's going to have to clear. So yeah, the insurance paid for that. Yes. So listen, now it is said also that Dro has other assets that only the girlfriend can get to. So if people are saying that, oh, well, his mom wants to keep the enemy close. I don't know about keeping the enemy close, but maybe keeping the girlfriend close so that she can get a piece of the pie. Confirmation, and I've heard this multiple times, that his insurance paid for his... Listen, no matter how we put this thing, Dro paid for his own funeral. Whether it was the insurance, whether it was that money, whatever it was, he paid for it himself. And that part we need to go ahead and clear on up. The part that we cannot figure out, why did Lulu give the mom half? So that means both of y'all are a part of some type of strange crime that we don't know what it is. Dro did have a policy. He did have a policy. And that came from the family, that the policy paid for everything. But the mom is telling people that she paid for it. Also, my connect told me that whole screaming out at the funeral thing coming from Dro's mom, saying that about Lulu, was fake. That's what they're saying. If that was fake, I mean, despicable, because you had her doing all that stuff for him at the funeral and his last hours being on earth before he was buried. Yeah, she couldn't afford to bury her other sons. The Davis family helped her with her sons, but she's in the midst of some crimes, y'all. She's been doing some crime stuff. That tax business is doing some crime stuff and it's getting exposed. They're doing some bad crime stuff. Yeah. So this is the thing, guys. This is the thing. There is no hard evidence who did what to Dro. We know the last person that seen him alive. Everybody's insinuating that someone was in the car with them. We don't know, right? But what the authorities seem to know is about some type of crime that somehow trickles down to this situation that led up to Dro dying. And it wasn't an accident. The money being removed from his bank account proves that was not an accident. That was a robbery. Even if the money was in agreement with something that he did with someone else, no one had the authority to remove the money. And then this is another thing that came to me today. You know his YouTube channel? His successful YouTube channel that he had everybody. I'm going to speak on what I want to speak on. And if you don't like it, you can just get off my live. I mean, yeah. This is not for y'all. Go find somewhere else to go. Anyway, there's some crimes going on. They know what crimes that they're affiliated with. Y'all know. Y'all coming over here at the wrong live, knowing that people be a part of scamming and doing some toxic stuff. People's identities and people's freaking tax returns and stuff. Doing scam stuff. Like, it's gonna catch up to people. There's a big crime that they're uncovering connected to these people. And the kids shouldn't even had to have a GoFundMe if the grandmother would have gave her grandkids some of that criminal money that she took. Or if Lulu would have given the kids some of the money, they wouldn't even need a GoFundMe. She took down the GoFundMe and took the $20,000 that was, I'm sorry, I messed it up. There was $20,000 in the YouTube account that Dro had. He had $20,000 in his YouTube. So she must have pocketed that too. Okay. It's a lot of evil stuff going on or surrounding this money. So let me tell you something. People say the money ain't that important. The decisions and everything that was done was manipulated by greed. Wickedness, lack of love, and greed. And it looks like the lack of love comes from the mama. Yes, I said it. The mama ain't right. She ain't right. Because it seems that accepting that money was probably a little bit more important to her than getting justice for her son, because she wants to end the investigation. Now, why would you want to end the investigation? Now, why would you want to end the investigation if someone could have possibly took your child's life? Something ain't right with that lady. I don't give a shit what y'all say. I'm not. Stop. Y'all need to stop. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. No amount of money is more important than your child. I don't care. Y'all are absolutely crazy if you think I'm going to co-sign and be like, oh, she must have really loved him. How? Look at all this strange stuff. Sit yourself down and put yourself in these shoes. What would you do if you knew somebody robbed your son, unless you knew you was affiliated with a crime that don't nobody know nothing about? We don't know what they had going on. You know, the mama was at the scene. They didn't let the Davises come to the scene. The people that raised them, somebody had something going on. And y'all want to get mad at me. Don't come to my page with this stupid shit. Because something ain't right with that mama. Something ain't right. I don't know what it is. I'm not trying to judge the lady. But there's something not right for her to get 50% of that money. Something not right for the girlfriend to shut his YouTube down and it had 20 bands in there. What happened with that? That could have went to the kids. $10,000 per child. That could have went to the kids. Well, everybody, all these grown people is worried about themselves. Did we hear any evidence that they took anything to the kids? Did anybody hear? Did anybody hear? Help me out. Did anybody hear anything about any money going to the children from grandmama and from the girlfriend? Did anybody hear it? Did anybody ever hear anything about the grandmother giving her grandchildren money or the girlfriend giving the kids money. Anybody hear that? Nobody gave a shit. And y'all want me? Y'all want me to sympathize with this lady who took 50% of what was in her son's bank account illegally connected to some crimes? Nah. I want the detectives to do their job and put everybody in jail. That's what I want. I want the girlfriend in jail. I want the mama in jail. I don't care. She deserves it. Because what is you doing? What is you doing? Put yourself in her shoes. What kind of parent would you be if you tolerated that? If you accepted something like that? I want the mama in jail. So the way that we do that is we fight to keep this investigation going because she's trying to stop it. She wants to stop it. Why? Why? The Davis family wants the investigation to stay open. The police department is still open. His kids deserve justice. They deserve it. And I will be whatever, because the only person that seems to be sick is his mama. I don't care. How do you take money from your dead son's account? That's who's sick. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all need to stop trying to act like some criminal activity isn't surrounding his death. Y'all think somebody's going to kiss your asses because you want to bow down to the mama? Something ain't right with the mama. Let's keep it 100. Whatever they did, whatever they conspired, whatever led up to Dro being not here anymore, may God put every last one of them in jail. And if the shoe fits for the mama, pack her ass up and take her too. And y'all have a good night. I'll come back with some more in the beginning of the week. I'm just sick of these people trying to act like his life wasn't valuable. It wasn't, like it's not important. You see these people doing all this weird stuff. Y'all have a good night.
Amid this chaos, the Davis family has remained a pillar of focused determination. In a recent Facebook Live, Tyrone's aunt, Natasha Davis, reinforced their stance. Her message was clear, unified, and charged with purpose. She affirmed the investigation is still open, thanking a global audience for their support and the positive bloggers spreading awareness. She emphasized their Powder Blue Don't Move campaign, a symbol of standing still to let God work, but also of standing united as a family. She made a crucial distinction. If you're screaming for Lulu, you can't be screaming for justice for DRO. The line in the sand is drawn. Natasha's live was not about the new money allegations specifically, but about maintaining an unwavering front. She channeled the family's pain into a rallying cry. We are his voice. We will not be silenced. This steadfastness stands in stark contrast to the swirling accusations against Renee. The Davis family's platform is justice. The online fury against Renee is alleging corruption. The two narratives are now running on parallel explosive tracks. Let's piece this together logically. We have two major alleged financial crimes post-death: the draining of the joint account and the seizure of the YouTube revenue. Both actions required access to Tyrone's accounts and passwords, which Lulu allegedly possessed. If Renee knowingly accepted a large portion of these funds, it doesn't just make her look morally questionable. Legally, it could implicate her in receiving stolen property or conspiracy. The act of accepting the money creates a tangible link between her and Lulu's immediate post-death actions. It gives credence to the theory of a mutual understanding or agreement that benefited them both at the expense of Tyrone's estate and his children. Furthermore, a particularly alarming point of conflict has emerged. While the Davis family is publicly and passionately demanding a continued investigation, with Aunt Natasha declaring, "We will not be silenced. We are applying pressure. We want answers." There are serious allegations from sources close to the family that Renee has done the opposite. It is reported that Renee has called for the investigation to be closed and has asked detectives not to receive or make calls regarding the case. As commentator Nina Johnson echoed in her live, questioning this very act, she wants to stop it. Why? When the family raising him screams for justice and the mother allegedly moves to silence the probe, one must ask, if this does not sound suspicious, what does? Adding to the pattern of alleged information control, a new and unverified claim has surfaced from public commentary on related social media live streams. A user alleged that an individual connected to the investigation contacted Postcard Cabins in Gainesville, the reported location of Tyrone and Lulu's getaway, and was told the management had been instructed not to speak with anyone other than the victim's mother. It is crucial to state clearly, this is an allegation from an online comment, not a confirmed fact. The source, reason, or authority behind any such instruction remains unknown, and there could be lawful procedural or legal reasons for limiting communication during an active investigation. Nevertheless, in the context of other alleged actions, this claim has further fueled public debate about who is seeking transparency and who may be attempting to limit it, underscoring why the family and followers are demanding answers directly from official channels. The exclusion of the Davis family from the obituary is a psychological piece of this. It suggests a desire to minimize their claim, their narrative, and their stake in Tyrone's legacy, a legacy that now includes considerable assets. When you combine the financial takeover with a symbolic erasure, it paints a picture of someone attempting to assert total control over the aftermath. This is likely why the internet sentiment has turned so decisively. Grieving mothers are typically afforded sympathy and space. But a mother who allegedly profits financially, excludes the loving family that raised her son, and aligns with the prime person of interest, that breaks the script. It transforms her from a figure of pity into a figure of suspicion. The public deduction is simple. Innocent, grieving people don't act like this. These actions, rightly or wrongly, are being interpreted as the behavior of someone with something to hide or something to gain. The tragedy of Tyrone Davis Jr. has evolved into a multifaceted true crime saga. It is a homicide investigation shrouded in contradictory evidence. It is a federal-level financial fraud case waiting to be fully charged. And now, it is a devastating family drama where maternal instinct is being questioned against alleged financial opportunism. The Davis family continues to push for a murder investigation. The internet is calling for Renee to face charges for her alleged financial role. And federal investigators, we are told, are watching it all, connecting the dots with a 99% conviction rate. One thing is clear. The path to what happened on that road may very well be paved with the digital and financial footprints left behind after Tyrone died. Every alleged transaction, every closed account, every excluded name, is another piece of a puzzle that is looking less like a tragedy and more like a target. This story is moving fast. What do you think? Does the alleged financial split between Lulu and Renee point to a deeper conspiracy, or is it being misread? Can a mother's grief explain these actions? Let us know your theories in the comments below. We read every single one. Your engagement drives awareness. If this update shocked you, please give this video a thumbs up. To follow every twist in this case, subscribe to True Crime Unraveled on YouTube and follow True Crime Unraveled TV on Facebook and TikTok for breaking updates.
We hope y'all had a good day today. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hope y'all had a good day. Hope everybody's in good spirits and good health.
Hey, y'all.
Justice for Dro. I'm going to wait a few more minutes and give people time to come on here. So, I just got on live.
Put them blue hearts up.
You can tell them again.
Put them blue hearts up. Let's see them blue hearts.
What state they coming from? Everybody drop in the chat what state y'all chiming in from. We want to see blue hearts all through the comments. We want to see what state y'all from all through the comments. Support for Justice for Dro. That's one, Natalie. Auntie Tasha, I ain't got to tell you.
Conda, big sis.
That's right. Anyhow, I just hopped on live and I decided to go live. One, my nephew has been laid to rest. That took everything in us to get through that weekend, last weekend. Not only that, I just want to say this, the Davis family has been standing strong since December 29th. Matter of fact, December 27th. So this is a big deal and it can't let up. We won't let up. I just get on here to say that the investigation is still open. It's so many people all around the world. We just want to thank you for standing with the Davis family. Not only have he touched the lives of just our family, he did just what God allowed him to do. He wanted his light to shine as a content creator. He lived his life as an open book. That's my nephew, Tyrone Davis Jr. So God not allowed him just to let his light shine, but it's shining even brighter after death. I mean, to be able to not leave planet Earth and your legacy, the works you've done, speak for you, they're still speaking for you. We don't have to go through the extreme to say the type of person my nephew was or to say what kind of character he had. He was REAL. And if you watch anything of his pictures, to the love, to the joy, it's genuine, it's real, it's loyal. That's what my nephew was, love. So we as a family, we have no other choice. Now that the service has been done and it's over with, it's not over. It just put more fuel to the fire for this family. This auntie that did the first live, whatever you want to call it, guess what? If you really got love like we got love, you should be louder than me.
Yeah.
So at the same time, we thank everybody all over the world for joining us. David Strong, Justice for Dro, Justice for T2. We not stopping. We not letting up. We actually going even harder. More fuel to the fire. Yes, God got us in this position. Why? We don't know, but we here now. So ain't no backing down now. Guess what? Faith without works is what? Dead. And that's how we see it. So I just want to say this. My brother said it best at that service. He said, if you ain't pushing positive and if you ain't Justice for Dro, then you can get out the way because we still on go. Nothing ain't changed about that. Y'all know what happened to my nephew as far as he didn't jump out no car. He didn't fall at no gas station and bump his head. The first lie and the other lies that has been told. I really feel like we only coming on here because we do need to take a stand and not allow this to be pushed under the rug like it was an accident. That don't even go in the same sentence with T2, Dro, and Tyrone Davis at all. So I do want to say this. Please continue to stand with us. More pressure. Like my nephew would say, you feel me? That's what it is. More pressure. Because, baby, we not allowing this to just get pushed under the rug like nothing didn't happen. We not closing our mouth as if it's okay, it's not okay. So I thank you for all the positive bloggers that are screaming Justice for Dro, that's really real with us, that want to see Justice for Dro. But despite of the other things that are going around, like I said, it's straight positive. It's what we own. We don't have to explain ourselves. If you with us, you can stand with the Davis family. 30 days or more has passed by. Time instead of moving, and we still won't give up. I was gonna actually come on here to tell y'all that we're making a move to even go higher on this level, justice for Dro, until justice is served. That's it. There's no other way to put it, and just keeping it real with y'all. If you screaming for Lulu, you can't be screaming for justice for Dro, because there's only one main suspect or person that's in this case that got to do with justice for Dro. And if she got some confidants or whoever, what they say, co-defendants or whatever, guess what? She's still the number one who allowed this to come to this place where we are right now. So guess what? You either with us or you against us. That's it. That's it. That's all.
And I love that comment. She said they took his voice, they won't take ours. We will not be silenced. We will not shut up. We will not let up. We are applying pressure. We want answers. Everybody in the comments, y'all can drop y'all blue hearts. Y'all can drop y'all Justice for Dro posts. I need you guys to continue to spread awareness. All the blogs that are posting positive information, positive vibes, who are asking for information and assistance, we thank y'all. FME Polo did a live today. I appreciate that. We appreciate that as a family. 941 Offender, we appreciate all of the hard work you're putting out, trying to gather information and get us assistance. Nina Johnson, oh my gosh, I love you, girl. The way you are doing your post, the way you started this support for Dro, what's challenge. Yeah. So anybody who got pictures of him or who've seen pictures that y'all like, share those. Hashtag support for Dro challenge. Please, it's helping us spread awareness. It's going on for the entire month. We're pushing this movement. Powder blue don't move. Powder blue don't move. We are pushing that big. I know there's a lot of people that are asking us where this comes from, how this started. As you guys, if you watched the funeral, as you guys saw, the family, the Davis family chose to wear powder blue because his son let us know that that was his favorite color. So we decided as a unit to stand as one with everybody in the same powder blue. Our ladies and our men and even our kids all had on that powder blue. And prior to us walking in the church, there was a lot of people standing outside the church, and we wanted to enter as one unit, as one band, one sound. So his father asked for powder blue not to move, to allow everyone else to enter the church so that we could enter as a unit, and we did just that. So with that being said, we will continue to stand powder blue don't move, because not only does it mean not move as far as motion, but it also means to stand still and let God work. And that's what we've been doing. We've been trying to hold still. Powder blue don't move mentally and emotionally, sometimes just to let God do the work that he needs to do. We are not giving up. We are not letting up. We are still standing Davis strong. But sometimes we step back and let God do some work too, because it is helping.
Yes, because y'all already know Auntie Tasha. I really need powder blue don't move. God be still.
We are being
but let me tell you, positivity outrules anything. So I'm going to stay positive in this whole situation. But when it comes to my nephew, from video number 1 to this day, I'm on fire about my family. David's family on fire about our loved ones. This ain't just start. We've been on that, and I thank the whole wide world for joining us and seeing the love, and also understanding that it could have been somebody else's family. I have so many people DMing me, messaging me, texting me, saying they have justice for what happened to their loved ones that been murdered or killed. I have people saying they didn't have any justice for their loved ones that have been murdered or killed. I have people saying they don't even have a family to help them stand. It's only one or the two of them rooting that they want to know what happened to their loved ones. It's a lot of broken people in this world. I get ministered to, just like I speak to other people regarding our situation. You don't know how you will feel until you in them shoes. When I tell you this is not a good feeling, and it's not for just to be getting a like. This is real life. My nephew not coming back. This is real life. A YouTuber, a content creator, a man of God, a great father, a great family member, a great cousin, a great nephew, a great grandson. You see this lady over here? That's Charlotte. Charlotte is in the building. And when I tell you, not only that, we come to take a stand for our loved one. We David Strong. That's all we know to be. When I tell you he's up there shining like never before, nephew, God is getting the glory in this. God allow your light to shine beyond getting pushed away, saying it was an accident, case closed. It ain't closed now. God ain't silencing us now. We going harder. We going full force. My brother, I give all respect utmost to you. At the same time, that's your son that you laid the rest arrest, and you got up there with wisdom, with courage, with boldness to still have a heart to say it's about justice for Dro. And that's it. That's all. You told him that he was murdered. Matter of fact, you should have preached the eulogy, because that sermon for the whole world, y'all know that wasn't all do it. I'm going to just leave it like that and stay nice. Yeah. Anyhow, I just want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all. We here. We going strong. If you know any information about what happened to my nephew, I know everybody say it could be this, it could be that. They're not Facebook detectives. From my first live, I said, y'all tell us what y'all think that happened, because we got 3 lives. You forgot that? I said, y'all tell us what y'all think that happened. It's not okay to say, keep it quiet. It's disrespectful. Not when he lived his life as an open book. Not when he was out there on YouTube before they took down the channel and all these different platforms, when he built up people in that truck, giving motivation to people all over the world, telling dads it's never too late to go take care of your child. Make it right. He giving relationship information. Relationship advice. He's continuing to pour into people. And when I tell you that's all he knows, we pull up a video today, tomorrow, I hope they release the YouTube channel, because you'll see this love go way to infinity and beyond in the Davis family, because those moments was captured on his YouTube from start to finish. Not just for a holiday to come. We celebrate twice a month. We meeting up, not through a RSVP. This family's in the text, and everybody flood wherever the spot at. This the family house. This house was going on before T2 that left here. So this ain't nothing new. Sometimes you got to examine yourself. When you mad at that sister, you mad at that cousin, listen. Life too short, and if nothing else can open y'all eyes, and you got a quarrel, you got something going on against your loved ones, fix it, make it right. I don't want nobody to leave here and feel like, oh, I didn't get a chance to say I'm sorry, I didn't get my business fixed with my family member. If we could still love on each other in spite of our differences, because we're not perfect, and everybody have shortcomings, including me. But one thing about it, and 2 things for sure, never be too prideful to go turn it around and get it together. Never be too proud to say, maybe I was wrong. Yeah. Never be too proud to feel like you can't be corrected. Yeah. That's not me. We all, like I said, fall short. And if he don't be the one to judge, who are us to judge anybody? Anybody. And when it comes to my nephew, call it what you want. He is more than that to us. He's royalty. He is a king. That's right. And we not letting up for that king. We are his voice. And guess what? He would have did it for either one of us. Mm-hmm. At the same time, it's not okay. We still how we feel. I'm not going to give no power to that name, but y'all already know that name. Not on this live. We speaking positive. We going full force from Gainesville to Lauderdale to all around the world, to 50 states. Matter of fact, go over there to some of them countries too and let them know we screaming justice for Dro. That's what it is.
And if you got information, if you know anything, if you heard something, if you saw something, if somebody told you something, if your neighbor say they saw something, if somebody car footage caught something, if your friend say they was there and they know, or somebody called them and told them, call Gainesville Police Department. Reach out to us as a family. We are working in the background as well, but we working up front. Also, we got to let the world know that we need answers. We got to put that work in.
Trust me, it's working. It's working. You don't know who's coming through.
We get so much information. We're getting so much knowledge. People who are aware of different situations that are all going to work together to help us bust this case wide open and get us the answers we need.
God got it.
If you got lawyers, private investigators, anybody that want to lend their services, are willing to help the family get the answers we need, please reach out to us. Our inboxes are open. Our phones are open. We getting phone calls for everything else. So if you got information, we're more than welcome to answer those phone calls as well. I answer my phone for everybody who call, including the fake calls. They don't matter to me.
That's true. We won't get weary and well
answers. We are working. Davis Strong, Justice for Dro, hashtag support for Dro challenge. We are going hard and we are not letting up.
It's about a unit.
Right.
Davis Strong is a unity. It ain't about a last name. We all have different last names in this family.
Exactly.
But it's about unity. It's about standing together. It's about coming together. And it's about fighting for one purpose. And that's finding justice for Dro, because that's what we doing. That's what we trying to do. And these kids need answers. We need answers as a family. My grandma, she needs answers. His dad need answers. His mom need answers. We all need answers, and that's all we trying to do.
Okay, God gonna settle it. He is. He don't need our help. We know that. But I know also faith without works is dead.
So we putting in the work.
We not gonna just allow it to be another cold case in the city of Gainesville, Florida. That we not having. So I thank y'all for whoever standing positive, who around with us. What you say, Mashallah?
Let us know what state they chiming in from.
Oh, my mom said let us know what state y'all chiming in from.
And we thank y'all.
We thank y'all from all over the world.
We thank y'all for y'all support. Thank y'all.
She said we send love and appreciation. Let me tell y'all, I'm on Charlotte at 71. My mama look real good. And guess what? I'm a twin. Anyhow, so I just want to say thank y'all.
Thank y'all.
It's still justice for Dro. We can't even go out the door and scream no louder because, baby, we'll be all the way into the heavens and the clouds where my nephew at.
We hurting.
Justice for Dro.
And we still screaming justice for Dro.
Right.
Anybody who think anything different, think again.
We're
justice for Dro.
Justice for Dro.
Justice for Dro.
Justice for Dro. Justice for Dro.
That's right. We here.
And we
all we got. Family over everything. Thank you guys. All y'all truck drivers. We got much respect for the truckers. Toot y'all horn. Justice for Dro. T2. Everybody who on the road. Toot your horn. How the blue don't move.
How the blue don't move.
That's it. That means sometimes you just gotta hold back. Even when you wanna go out there on the deep end, but it's not worth it. So guess what? We still promoting positive. I thank y'all, and we'll be on here later. Probably when my brother come on, because he wanted to go on. Probably not tonight, but yes, he wanted a message
and we will
to
be back in
to the
Gainesville.
people.
We'll let y'all know
we're gonna
details.
let y'all know too, because we're planning our another trip up to Gainesville. Thank you, brother. I see you on here, Sherman.
You got those to Georgia in the building, St. Louis.
Oh yeah, they understand where they're from. It's a lot of
yes, we got people
out of town.
everywhere.
Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. I see you saying with the footage, the videos, and all of those things. And let me tell y'all, as for I will, mashallah. Kentucky is on here.
From Kentucky.
Yeah, you have it's so many comments. They're coming, blowing up. I even see
Ashley
Hollywood, Florida,
from
Jacksonville. Dang, show do. So it's so many people from all over the world. Thank y'all. We're regular people just like y'all. We're humans just like y'all. It's our family today, and I ain't even gonna speak. I hope it don't be nobody family tomorrow.
Right.
Not have to go through this. This is a senseless death, all because of somebody that we know that loved on this woman and just wanted to show her a good time. A good time ended up costing him his life. Not even 4 years. We've known her, he's known her, and now to result in death. It's not okay. It's not the lies that we've gotten that's gonna be acceptable and okay. Not in the Davis side.
It'll never be acceptable.
It'll never be acceptable, and it'll never be okay. So to each his own. I just want to say this right here. Speak positive. Pray over our family. If you could get a prayer to the heavens and not to just the rooftop. We do need prayer. It's always good to have prayer. People that are praying in the background like Nehemiah on the wall. And do we know the word of prayer? Yes, we do. However, it's so hard to try to grieve, be angry in the inside, be mad nobody's not arrested, be not okay with all the nonsense and foolishness that's coming our way and still have to be still. It's easier said than done, especially when you know how much you love your family. By T2, when I tell you it ain't no question.
Because we standing on business.
That's it.
We gonna stand on business by Tyrone.
That's it. That's all. So ain't no wishy-washy. Ain't no playing both sides of the fence. Ain't no compromising with the devil. We not doing that. We not worried about no dollar. And guess what? We not rich, but God got it. And guess what? We're gonna work. And also, faith without works is dead. So as long as we're in the vineyard doing our part, God gonna reveal it. And I got it in my heart that justice will be served for my nephew. Georgia, thank you for stepping up. Also, Nikki Bryant, Queen, y'all, let me tell y'all something. God is so good. Even in the midst of our pain, he brought our family here. We would rather not be here still going on about our little small town, Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, instead of being nationwide for a real situation that led to my nephew not being here with us. When I tell you that's not a good feeling, never coming back just because you love somebody more than they love you. And you really, really got to understand that not only was he positive, he got 2 kids that are left behind that could never get their daddy back. I'm talking about daddy dates with his daughter, daddy dates with his son, and teaching him how to be a man, teaching him how to stand up as a man. Y'all heard it best. Even at the service, the son said, all I have now is to live on memories. My daddy taught me how to grind. My daddy taught me how to work and get money. When I tell you something as a young man, you got to instill that in these kids, not wait till they get 25 to know that it's time, but you got to put it in them from when they little picnics around here to understand it's real men that take care of their kids. It's real men that stand in the paint and beat up for their kids. What woman wouldn't want a kid's father like Dro? I'm going to brag on my nephew, goodness. I'm not the pastor that preached his sermon. I'm not Nikki Stokes. I'm going to brag on my nephew because that's who he was. Nobody can't dim his light and nobody can't come for his character because royalty is royalty. And baby, my nephew, life spoke for him. My nephew, action spoke for him. My nephew, character spoke for him. He was a man of integrity. He was a man of God. That's right, a man of God. He know the word. So it just really irks me from my belly. Now the tears in my eyes, it just put more fight in me to say justice gotta be served for my nephew. It is no other way. It's no other way. I thank y'all for tuning in, and I gotta get off of here because once I get to going, everything get to going. About that, what I feel for my nephew. My heart is broken. Yes, my heart torn. All of our hearts is ripped apart because he shouldn't have to been left by himself under a bridge to have blunt force trauma to the head. In the middle of the road, as my mama said, give it all to y'all. Yes, it's time to take a stand that we have to keep going. We will keep going through the pain and the agony. God, the only one can comfort us, and we asking God to do it. One minute you feel like, okay, am I right? And then the next minute when I tell you everything in you, it take like, why this had to happen to T2? Why did she come forth and just tell us the truth? It shouldn't be us figuring it out. It should be nobody online right now playing detective. You know why? Because one person was with you, and guess what? You came back, they didn't. Now they couldn't have said it no better. Yeah. Thank y'all. I'm going to tune y'all out. We love y'all. We appreciate everybody that's taking the stand for my nephew, Auntie Tasha. And yeah, my morning motivation coming through. I was supposed to do it this week, and I got thrown off with me having to just separate myself just for a moment with all this going on. I'm gonna put it like that. But I decided that positive is only gonna come. Morning motivation with Auntie Tasha gonna come. Dro, you ain't gotta worry about it. The first time I mentioned it in the family highs, the lights went to flickering and the light went to flashing because his spirit is here and he know I'm real. He know I got his back. And I know he's smiling down on the Davis family. I can bet you that. I know he proud of us that we not accepting a monkey that get the Mickey that get thrown our way like it's okay. No, not this family. It's the wrong one. Y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all later.